Guys, Phil here. So I thought I'd do a little Nintendo Switch review. I've had the console ever since day one, and I have had a fantastic experience with it. So I'm ready to give you guys a full review on what I think of the console as late. Let's just kick up this stand right here. So I've been playing the Nintendo Switch constantly, non-stop, ever since it came out. First game I got was Breath of the Wild, and I will have a review on that later. Everything about the console has just been fantastic for me. I've heard so many problems on the internet, like people having Joy-Cons not working, like the left Joy-Con is disconnecting for people, and they're like having hard times getting their Joy-Con wrist straps off. Well, there's a lock button, in case you didn't know. But, so yeah, I've had a fairly good experience with the Switch. I chose the gray Joy-Con over the red and blue, and my experience hasn't been different than any other people. I guess people just like to hate on stuff, but the Nintendo Switch isn't like amazing console, and it's surprisingly very slim. As you can see, it's very nice. Like, you look at the Wii U gamepad now, and you just see how bulky it really was. Like, I thought the Wii U gamepad was cool when it came out, and now this is just great. It's almost sexy, really. It's like nice and black, and everything's just perfect. And I'm glad that they took their time on this console. I feel like the Wii U kind of had a rush release where they didn't have enough games and everything. I mean, sure, they have a small library as of right now, but they're gonna have an awesome library of games coming all throughout 2017. Games like Super Mario Odyssey and Splatoon 2. Those are gonna be great. So I will have my Breath of the Wild review on in a couple of days, maybe next week. I have a video tomorrow on Breath of the Wild of how to get the Hylian Shield, so that'll be fun. I know some people didn't even know that the Hylian Shield was in this game, so let's get back to the Switch. So, some things that I really like about the Switch, other consoles and games and stuff, they have trouble with the fan. So, like, most of the time, like, the fans can be a little noisy. Like, I felt like the Wii fan was a bit noisy. This one is completely silent, like, even when you're playing it portable. So let's talk about that. So whether I like it portable or when it's on the TV doesn't really matter. I happen to like both ways, actually. It's very cool. I love bringing this thing on the go, and it just feels very natural and nice playing it. And I gotta say, I love how you're just able to kick this up and take out one of the Joy-Cons. And I didn't know this until I actually got it, but if you're playing handheld, you click it in, it actually makes a Nintendo Switch noise, which is awesome. But, so yeah, I, for one, love the console. I know that some people have trouble. I love the screenshot ability. That's just so cool. Just playing Breath of the Wild, if there's a cool part that you might miss, that you want to remember, you can just screenshot it, and you can look at screenshots. And, like, going to the home menu is, like, really fast transition. Like, it's, like, really fast, and docking and undocking is great. People have had trouble scratching their Switch when they put it in the dock, but I put microfiber cleaning cloth on front, and I actually ordered a screen protector, so that's not a problem for me. Screen protectors are like $8, guys, so don't worry about your Switch getting scratched. Just pick up one of those. That's all I really have to say for the Switch. As for the Joy-Con, they're fantastic. People say that they're too small, but they're actually great. I've had people with huge hands tell me that it still feels fantastic in their hands, and like everything just feels natural. I think, like, the last thing I'm gonna say is how there's like one thing that I really don't like is the SL and SR buttons when you actually take the Joy-Con off. I don't know if you can see them very well. They're those two gray things, but they're very small. So I feel like without the Joy-Con wrist strap that it would be very, very hard to play games like Mario Kart and such. But that's really the only problem. And Mario Kart 8 Deluxe hasn't even came out yet, so we'll see how it feels once the game actually comes out. As for my Breath of the Wild review, I've said it. It's going to come out soon, and I love the game. So if you haven't got a chance to buy the Switch or play Breath of the Wild, it is fantastic. The Switch is great. If I was really saying it, I think that if you were going to get the Switch and you haven't picked it up yet, maybe wait a little bit for more games to come out. As of right now, there's a lot of cool indie games, and there's I Am Setsuna and Breath of the Wild, but later in the year, we're going to have those fantastic titles that I talked about earlier, so it might be, you might have a better experience picking up later instead of just playing Breath of the Wild. Of course, Breath of the Wild is amazing, so I've had no problem with that. But as for next time, I will see you tomorrow with how to get the Hylian Shield and Breath of the Wild video, and see ya.